Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum. This is Asad Yaqub, and once again I welcome you from beautiful Madian Valley. And I'm on vacation enjoying myself. It's rather cold. In Lahore it is hot, but here in north it is cold and the weather is literally awesome. Well guys, it's been long since I made any videos on writing module, so there's going to be a series of videos in the forest on IELTS writing module, so get ready for that. Okay, it's a bit windy, so there'll be a little wind noise. Please excuse me for that. Okay, anyways, let's make a start. As far as IELTS writing is concerned, usually students are not aware about the marking criteria, what the marking criteria is, how they can get better bench score. So this video is going to be all about the marking criteria. Well, there are 4 basic marking criterias, and if you meet these 4 marking criterias, you can get your desired band. And for each marking criteria there is a band descriptor. For example, bench score 7, bench score 8, bench score 9. So there is a marking criteria for bench score 7, then there is a marking criteria for bench score 8, and if you are aware of that marking criteria, then you will be able to get your desired band. Otherwise you write essays and essays and essays, and you never improve because you are unaware of this marking criteria. So this marking criteria is going to enable you get your desired bench score. The first one is task response. Now what is task response? Task response means how thoroughly you cover the topic. For essay writing, they give you a prompt, they give you the question. Okay, so how thoroughly you cover that very question, that is very important. Now when it comes to covering the question, there are 2 things. One is ins and one is outs of your task response. Ins means what you can include, and outs mean what you should exclude. Sometimes the students include or they stuff their essay with the material which is not in the scope of the prompt. As a result, they get low bench score. So it is very important for you guys to know what should be included and what should be excluded. First, you need to identify the main topic. Then you need to identify discussion element in that main topic. For instance, if essay type is agree or disagree, you need to see what is it that you have to agree with and what is it that you have to disagree with. Okay, and then to support your agreement, you need to come up with a couple of evidences. I call it supporting argument. Okay, so it's very important to fulfill your task response. Okay, and task response also means for writing task 2 you write 250 words, and for writing task 1 you write 150 words. If you talk about IELTS writing task 1, report writing, task response means whether you cover important points of the graphic or not. Task response means have you written 150 words minimum for writing task 1 or not. And as far as letter writing is concerned, you know, in letter writing they always give you 3 bullet points. So if you cover those bullet points, that comes in task response. So in order to achieve good task response, 2 things you need to make sure. Number 1, that you write 250 words minimum and 150 words minimum for task 1, and number 2, whatever you write, that should be according to the topic. Expand your argument but come back to the main topic, because if you write anything which is not in the scope of the prompt, that is going to be off the topic, and there is negative marking for such type of stuff which is off the topic. Okay, now let's move on. The second one is coherence and cohesion. 2 important points. Coherence and cohesion. Now first of all, whatever you write, it should be in proper paragraphing. If I talk about report writing, there are 3 parts of report writing. Number 1, introduction. Number 2, overview. Number 3, body. So 1 paragraph for introduction, 1 paragraph for overview, and 2 or 3 short paragraphs for the body of your report. This is what we actually call coherence and cohesion. I'll come to the other one as well. Now, if we talk about essay writing, as you know, essay has mainly 3 parts. First is introduction, second is body, and third is conclusion. So as far as this introduction is concerned, there should be 3 to 4 sentences, and you know what to write, as I've already made videos on that. Okay, then in body. Now, body paragraphs depend on the type of essay. and your style of writing that essay. If you're writing opinion essay, you will write 3 body paragraphs. Body paragraph 1, first supporting argument in favor of your opinion, second supporting argument in favor of your opinion, and a contrast paragraph where you can write what people disagree with. If you disagree what people agree with, okay, people's opinion, you can write over there. I mean, the contrast paragraph is always opposite to your stance in opinion essay. If you're writing a discussion essay, even you can write 2 body paragraphs. One body paragraph, you can discuss the first point and the point with which you agree. Second body paragraph about the second point with which you don't agree, but you will elaborate that. Or you can have a different approach. You may write 3 body paragraphs in a discussion essay. Discuss one side impartially. People think, people believe, people say. Discuss second side impartially. On the other hand, some people believe, some people say, and then write one short paragraph about your opinion. And in your opinion, you can actually write out of 2 points, the point with which you agree, you can write about that. So you may write 3 paragraphs in opinion essay, discussion essay, sorry. On the other hand, if you're writing advantages, disadvantages essay, you may write up to 4 paragraphs, 2 advantages in 2 separate paragraphs, 2 disadvantages in 2 separate paragraphs. And otherwise, if you want to write 2 body paragraphs, then 1 long paragraph containing 2 advantages, 1 long paragraph containing 2 disadvantages. So this is how you can meet coherence and cohesion of your essay. Now, the second thing is your ideas should be well connected. Well connected means it's not that you're writing a class 5 essay on my cow. I have a cow. It is brown. This cow gives milk. It has 2 eyes. I love my cow. See, these sentences are not connected. So when you write for IELTS, you're not supposed to write separate sentences. You're not supposed to write 10 sentences on the given topic. You're supposed to write well-connected paragraphs, well-connected ideas. For example, now I'm telling you how to achieve coherence and cohesion for band score 7 or above. For example, when you write, for example, you're going to write this thing, introduction you're writing. In introduction, the first thing you write is write a general sentence about the topic. Number 2, paraphrase the topic in your own words. Number 3, your thesis sentence, and your thesis sentence tells the examiner about the type of essay you are writing, okay? When you write body paragraphs, body paragraph 1, whatever the essay type is, discuss the main idea, elaborate the main idea, give a relevant example of that main idea and conclude your main idea. 4 compound sentences or a couple of complex sentences are going to be enough over there, right? So this is how you can write body, okay? Now the next thing is connectivity. For connectivity, you can use the words like first of all, moreover, for example. Additionally, these type of words are going to connect your ideas, and I advise you to learn to make compound sentences, number 1, and number 2, signpost language in English. All these words and phrases are signpost words, signpost phrases, so they're going to further improve your writing style. The next thing is lexical resource, third criteria of examiner. Lexical resource. Now, what is lexical resource? Lexical resource means vocabulary. That means the words which are related to that topic. Now, remember, there are 2 types of vocabularies. One vocabulary is which is related to essay type. If you're writing an opinion essay, there are certain number of phrases and sentences which will repeat in opinion essay. If you're writing a discussion essay, there are certain number of phrases and words which will repeat in a discussion essay. Same is with problem solution essay and advantages, disadvantages essay. So from my essay writing videos, you can master this vocabulary. There'll be around 50-60 words or phrases which you need to learn. Now, the second thing is, in the question prompt, you need to identify the main topic. Now, what's the main topic? For instance, if the main topic is in developing countries, more and more expert people are migrating to developed nations, and this is causing brain drain. What are the reasons behind this migration? and what will be the effect of it. Okay, now see that this is the topic. Now you need to see other words for migration, other words for brain drain, other words for experts. Okay, so at least on the question paper, or if you're taking computer delivered IELTS, you can just write down some words which are related to the topic. When you read the topic, underline keywords. Now the topic which I told you, in that topic, keyword is brain drain, keyword is migration, keyword is experts. For experts, you can use the word researchers, right? You can use the word engineers, doctors, scientists. Okay, so you can use the word skilled workers. Okay, so these type of words will improve your bench score. Remember, it's not that you are expecting that if you're going to use flowery words or difficult words, you are highly likely to get good bench score. No, you will get good bench score if you are using relevant vocabulary. Relevant vocabulary means words which are related to your top type of essay, and the words which are related to the topic of your essay. So this will bring you better bench score. And finally, we have grammatical range and accuracy. As far as grammatical range and accuracy are concerned, okay, or is concerned, if we talk about them together, well, it means grammar. I advise you all, because you know, most of you who are taking IELTS test, they come from a very meager or basic background of English language, you know, an education system, and then English has always been problem for us, right? It's been a problem throughout my school life, right, and all that stuff. Okay, so well, I want you to brush up your English before you enter into IELTS. In order to brush up your English, it's a very good idea that you learn tenses. You learn all 12 tenses, but remember, for essay writing, you just need 5 tenses. Present simple, in Pakistan, India, we also call it present indefinite. Past simple, future simple. Present perfect continuous. These 5 tenses are more than enough to speak for IELTS and to write for IELTS. Along with this, you can do another thing. You can learn how to make passive voice of these 5 tenses. For example, I speak English, present simple tense. English language is spoken all over the world. Present simple tense, passive voice. Okay, if I say I spoke French language when I was at college, so passive voice can be French language was spoken when I was at college. Okay, so you need to learn to make active and passive, because passive structures give you better bench score in IELTS writing as well as in IELTS speaking. Okay, now after learning tenses, passive voice, the next thing is you need to learn how to make compound sentences of these 5 tenses. I want to go to Canada. It is a beautiful country. These are 2 simple sentences. But if I say I want to go to Canada because it is a beautiful country, and moreover, you can add some more. This type of connectivity is highly regarded in terms of grammatical range and accuracy. So the next thing is you need to learn to make compound sentences, and whenever you make compound sentences, you need to use frequently active voice, passive voice, active voice, passive voice, to show the examiner that I know this level of English. And after compound sentences, most importantly, complex sentences. I recommend in every body paragraph there must be at least 1 complex sentence, so that you tell the examiner that you are aware of such type of structures. Okay, so once you learn all these things, once you improve all 4 criterias, when your writing will go in front of the examiner, examiner will check task response, examiner will see your grammatical range and accuracy, examiner will see your coherence and cohesion, and examiner will see your lexical resource. And if you fulfill all 4 task criterias, you are highly likely to get more than your desired bench score. Thank you so much, guys. All the best. I also teach IELTS online all over the world and on campus here in Lahore. If you wish to be the part of my online or on campus IELTS classes, my WhatsApp number is given. You can contact me for that. Asad Yaqub truly wishes you all the best from this beautiful Madian Valley, Madian Hotel. Take good care of yourselves. Allah Hafiz.